They make it seem like you crazy. They make it seem like you stupid and you don't bring nothing to the table. They make it seem like everything you talking about has no meaning and no value. But they want to keep you around. Why? Why do they want to keep us around? SR&BG, Gangstalking, Dysfunctional families, chosen ones. And why we can't just leave? When I was growing up, I thought that I was crazy and stupid. Everything I said, it just didn't make sense. Either people said that I was crazy, or they said that it was comedy. Eddie Murphy all day long. And I was fed that. I was the joke. In my family, I was the joke. I'm the scapegoat. If it goes wrong, it's my fault. So I was fed that energy. I ate that energy. I digested that energy. I manifested poverty. I manifested addiction. And I realized that these people, they still needed me around. You know, when I first moved to Phoenix, there was people in my dysfunctional family. I could see their face now. They were afraid. I didn't understand why, but now I understand why. I have 3 reasons why they have to keep you around. Now, the flying monkeys, a lot of them, the ones who don't know what's going on, they do think you crazy. A lot of them do think that you stupid. They just don't understand why you would choose being homeless and separated instead of being with the family eating the fatback. They just don't understand you. You're talking about all of this gang stalking stuff. You see, these flying monkeys, they do think that you're dumb and just talking out of your head. But the ones they report to, the witches, the head narcissists, I'm talking about the ones in your dysfunctional family. These ones know that you have that energy. They know that you can heal. They know that you can kill. They know that you can move mountains. They know that if you got the faith of a mustard seed, you can bring them in money and all of that. Before I get any further into this video, I wanted to thank everybody that like, comment, share, and subscribe. I see it. God see it. Blessings to you and your situations. Just in case you don't make it to the end of the video, I wanted to thank you now. Thank you. And I really mean that. Why don't these dysfunctional families want you to leave? Some of them want you to leave, like I said. The flying monkeys that don't really know what's going on, they want you to leave. They really don't care. But the narcissists, the head narcissists, as you start to wake up and vibe higher, you're going to start to separate yourself from people. And that's when you're going to see it. That's when you're going to see it. You're going to see that these people, they liked you all along. They admired you and looked up to you all along. I'm talking about the narcissist, the head narcissist, the one that knows about energy. They looked up to you the whole damn time. They just didn't want to tell you. And that leads me to the first reason they don't want you to leave. Because you have the energy to heal. They want to start a business. They can't do it. They don't have no damn energy. They done sold that energy decades ago. Especially if they are old ass narcissists. Man, they done sold that energy back in the 70s and the 80s. They can't manifest nothing. You was manifesting that the whole time. They just didn't tell you. They told you that you was stupid and it didn't matter. And they surrounded you with them flying monkeys to tell you to be quiet because you have no value. While you was manifesting this shit the whole time. The number one reason that they keep you around is because they energy harvest off of you and they use your manifestations while suppressing you the whole damn time, telling you stupid and you don't mean nothing while they keep picking your damn fruit. Have you ever noticed that there's people in your family, right? By now, you should know who the golden child is. So if you know who the golden child is the fake chosen. If you know who the golden child is, then just look at their life, right? And examine them for a minute. And you would see that it's like they're lucky, right? The chosen one, the real chosen one, is always unlucky. It's like we always step in something, right? And they always graduate or get the car or get the loan, and we might be homeless or addicted. I'm talking about the real chosen ones, the wise ones. And you will notice that these people, they dumb as hell. No, for real, sit up and talk to the golden child. The fake chosen one. Spiritually, they are dumb as hell. So you have to ask yourself, where do they get all of this stuff? They get it from you. This is why they want to keep you around. If you had a beehive that gives you all of this honey, would you want the bees to fly away or would you want the bees to stay around? It's simple, right? If you knew the power that you had, if you knew that you was manifesting everybody reality in your reality, then you will leave like Abraham. And like Abraham, you will be blessed. You see, this is why the Most High want us to leave. Because each chosen one is a seed for a tree. The generational tree. All of the other people that's in your bloodline, they come from a generational tree of your great-great-great-great-grandfather and grandmother, and each person is a branch and a leaf. I know you heard about it. Well, you're the seed. You're the beginning of a whole new tree that your old family ain't got nothing to do with. You're going to use all of your manifesting energy to make that tree produce fruit for generations. This is why the Most High want us to separate. And on the other hand, they want us to stay around because they want us to use all of our manifestation powers to make their fruit big and ripe, while telling us that we're not worth anything. That's cold. Look, if I was the head of a dysfunctional family, I would tell the chosen one all of their gifts, and I believe that the chosen one to share their gifts with me. Like, if my dysfunctional family told me how powerful I was when I was younger and I could have grew into this, man, we'd be like a billionaire family, right? But wicked people are thieves. They literally want to steal our manifestations. That is so evil. That's why they want us around. But you know what? Once we leave, this is another reason why they want us around. Because once we leave, it's like Sodom and Gomorrah. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Not only are we manifesting all of the good fruit in their life, we're also manifesting protection. It's because of the chosen one that the family is protected and blessed. You would think that it's the head narcissist. Usually the head narcissist would be a religious narcissist, and you would think that all of the blessings is coming because of the head narcissist. They stay up and they praying and they prayer warriors and all of this type of stuff. But if you're one of the chosen, it's coming from you. And once you leave, then you start seeing all of this karma. At first, you used to take the karma, but you're so strong and no weapon formed against you shall prosper that you used to absorb the karma and just spit it out. The chosen one takes all of the karma for the family, the scapegoat. But when you leave, it becomes like Sodom and Gomorrah. You see, the Most High wasn't going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah if there was one righteous person up in there. But once the one righteous person left, it was a wrap. Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed. And every dysfunctional family is like Sodom and Gomorrah. It be so much SA and children and all of this weird stuff going on in these dysfunctional families, witchcraft and sacrifices and just weird stuff, incest and weird icky stuff, Sodom and Gomorrah in the family all day long, man. And when you leave, then people start getting cancer, heart attacks. People start losing their businesses, losing their minds. You be looking from a distance, shaking your head, saying, I thought that my dysfunctional family was blessed and they read the Bible and stuff. What happened? You start seeing them fall off one by one. It's like every year they have a funeral. After you leave, you best to believe that karma gonna start hitting their ass. But if you stay there, then it's not gonna hit them as hard. It's gonna hit you because you the scapegoat. It's like you signed a spiritual contract in the spiritual realm saying that you're the scapegoat just by being around them. You absorb all of that negativity. You absorb it. You hear what I'm saying? A lot of your bad luck was your sister karma. A lot of your bad luck was your brother and your uncle's karma that you was going through. And you think that they want you to leave? I mean, you manifesting a good reality for them. They got juicy fruits all around them and they're protected. And all they have to do is make you believe that you stupid. That's it. And they get all of the blessings. Sometimes I don't blame them. Although I wouldn't do it. I don't blame them. You know, I don't blame the lion for getting the gazelle. I don't blame the gazelle for getting away and the lion having to go hungry. It's just nature, I guess. They're parasites, right? I guess it's just nature, right? So I don't get mad. I accept it. And then I detox. Because I know that the parasite can't live outside of the body. And I was the body for they ass all this time. How dare them make us feel like we stupid and we don't bring no value when we've been manifesting this shit all of this time. You're going to see that when you leave, Your dysfunctional family, these same people that's supposed to be connected with the Most High, that's supposed to be blessed, you're going to see these same people go through adversity. And you're going to go through that same adversity, but you're going to get out of it. Watch, you're going to get out of it. And they're not. And then ask this question, because this is what I asked the head witch in my family. I asked her, why do the Most High answer my prayers and not your prayers? When we're in the same situation, why? And they not going to answer you. I'm going through something just like you're going through something, the same thing. It started Monday. It ended for me on Wednesday. Now it's 2 months later and you're still going through it. Why? They're not going to be able to answer you. The third reason why they want you to stay around is because when you leave, you expose the golden child. And once the golden child is exposed, that's like the straw that broke the camel's back. You have to understand that the golden child, since they was young, they thought that they was somebody. Ain't that funny? They thought that they was you. You see, all of the good things that you came on this planet with, they gave it to somebody in your family. It could have been your sister, your brother, your cousin, your adopted cousin, your whoever. But if you're in a dysfunctional family, then you play the role of the scapegoat, the stupid one that can't get it right. And there's somebody in your family that plays the role of the chosen one. It's like they switched, you know, they reversed the roles. When you leave, they're going to go through so much karma. Remember, I said Sodom and Gomorrah. They're not going to be able to manifest as fast because you took all of your energy back. So if they got a business, it's going to start drying up. They're going to start getting behind in bills. And they're going to look to the golden child, the fake chosen one. But they're not going to have no answers because you have all of the answers. Now, the golden child has all of the answers to where you can go and get a job and where you can go get financial aid. And they know where you can get the good barbecue. And if you want some good shrimp and the good car dealership and all of that stuff that don't matter. Now, they know about that. But when it comes to life-changing stuff, wisdom that only the chosen can get the downloads to, they don't have the answers. You have to understand that when you leave, the dysfunctional family is going to go through so much karma, man. People are going to lose their minds. They're going to look for the answers. They're going to look to the golden child. And everybody going to realize that this person was a fraud. And they never had the answers. They're going to realize that they chased the answer away. They're going to realize that they flushed the medicine down the toilet and they left with a damn generic fraud. This is one of the reasons why they don't want the chosen ones to leave. They want to abuse you. They want to squeeze all the juice about you. Put you back on the shelf until you fill back up and squeeze the juice back out you again so that they can fill their bellies up. But listen, once you leave, right? They're not going to have no more energy. They're going to start going through so much hell, and nobody in their circle is going to have the answers. They're going to go to the person with the big house, with the fancy car and a nice job. And that person ain't going to have no damn answers. Look, they're going to have to go all the way and go get David, a person that they thrown in the lion's den to decode all of this shit. They're going to have to go get Joseph. They're going to look around. They're going to do a whole 360 and nobody going to have the answers to their problems. And then all of a sudden they're going to think of somebody. But at that time, the chosen ones will be long gone. So guess who becomes the scapegoat? The golden child. This is the golden child's karma. This is why the golden child, they fear you leaving. I think the golden child feared the chosen one leaving more than the narcissist witch. Because the golden child, once they get older, they know about all of this. The golden child is going to inherit the satanic throne of the narcissist and take over the dysfunctional family. So they know all about this. They done sat on the phone and gossiped with their mama or their father for years. They know exactly who you are. Once they get older, I'm talking about in their late 30s, 40s, going into 50s and stuff like that, then they really fear you leaving, because once you leave, everybody's going to look to them and they don't have no answers. People die around them. They don't have no damn answers. That same person that died in their care, if they would have stayed around you, they would have still been living. But that narcissist, they can't give them no spiritual nutrients. They can't heal. The golden child can't give spiritual nutrients. They can't heal. Yes, the golden child can hook you up with their fraternity brothers and sorority sisters and shit, but they can't do anything spiritual. People die in their care. This is why they have to keep us around. No energy. Karma for days. And people start getting exposed. Once people start getting exposed, they start fighting, arguing, gang-stalking each other. And they can't survive. They can't survive what they put us through. The same people that put us through hell, they can't survive the hell that they're going to put each other through, because they never liked each other. Evil don't like evil. Only righteousness like and care and gratitude and reciprocity and all of that. Evilness don't do that. So as soon as they got a reason to strike, they're going to strike at each other. Just by you leaving starts a war within their camp. Just by you leaving, it breaks the coven. Some covens was built on taking you out. They've been trying to take you out for years, man. You think that you just had a stomach ache that night. Nah, an ulcer bust in your damn stomach that night. You just didn't understand that no weapon formed against you don't prosper, and it really don't prosper. And you just shook it off, and you didn't even know. That night you had an aneurysm, and you just thought that it was just a headache, man. They've been hitting us with so much spell work, man, for years. For years. Yeah, it feels good once you separate too. And I'm not talking about just moving. I'm talking about really not giving a damn about nothing they go through. And I'm not talking about being mad at them and evil. I'm talking about just not caring about nothing that goes on in their life. I forgive them, I separate, and I get a lot of my energy, man. Now I could feel when they're trying to tap into my energy. I chase them out my dreams. I feel sorry for them, man. I never talk to these people again in my life. I don't want no money. I don't want no apology. I forgive all of them. I'm just going to take this energy that I got, all my manifestations, and I'm going to use it to manifest a good life for me, my family, and my soul tribe. They can't get no more of this energy. And that's the main reason why they want to keep us around. I know you know what I'm talking about. All praises to the Most High. Thank you to everybody that like, comment, share, and subscribe. I see it. God see it. Blessings to you in your situations. Peace.